Welcome, friends. James Corbett here, CorbettReport.com, with your thought for the day. A question that I get in quite frequently through the contact form on CorbettReport.com is a very good question, a very sensible question, a question that I think everyone should be asking and trying to find answers for, so I'm glad that I get it in as frequently as I do, because it really does go to the heart of what the Corbett Report is about. But having said all of that, I'm a little bit tired of typing out the answer to this each and every single time, so in order to head that off at the pass, I'm creating this little video for everyone out there to think about this question. The question is, yes, James, we know about the conspiracies, we know about these players, and we know about their agenda. The question is, what do we do about it? What is to be done? As I say, this is a very good question, and it goes to what I think is really the heart of the Corbett Report, which is answering that question in various ways. So let me just go through a few of the ideas, the dozens and dozens and dozens of ideas that we've covered on CorbettReport.com over the years. For example, if you're concerned about big agra and big tech and all of these big corporations and the ways that they're trying to steer the economy that we don't want to go in, you can take a look at episode 275 of the podcast, Solutions, Boycotts, and Boycotts. If you're concerned about the police state and the militarized, tyrannical police that are more and more revealing themselves in our current era, Resisting the Police State, Solutions and Answers, a video that I did a few years ago. If you're interested in getting yourself off of the industrial food chain, the industrial supermarket food industrial complex, Solutions, Guerrilla Gardening, episode 299 of the podcast. If you're looking for different ways to really structure your life, to find a different thing to do rather than commit yourself to wage labor for a corporation you don't like in doing things you don't believe in, well, how about Solutions, the peer-to-peer economy, episode 303. If you want to end some of the tyrannical legislation or even some of the tyrannical agencies like the NSA that are having such a horrible effect on people's freedoms, of course not just in the US but all around the world, here is an idea: Solutions, nullification. If you're interested in the coming internet clampdown and how to get around it, Solutions, pirate internet. If you are interested in trying to preserve your wealth in this increasingly unstable economic time, I did an eye-opener report a few years ago, Outrunning Collapse, the alternative currency solution. We have Solutions, Make Your Own Media, if you're interested in helping to spread this information to others and help spread the awakening. If you're interested in trying to end the Federal Reserve or whatever central bank happens to be tyrannically perched over your own country's economy, rather than simply waving placards and asking the bankster-controlled government to end the bankster control over government, you can do something perhaps more productive, and I discussed that in interview 928, Voluntary Solutions to Ending the Fed. There are so many different things that we've covered over the years. All of these different ideas: solutions for economic collapse, hacking the matrix, cognitive liberty, monetary reform, 3D printing, all of these various ideas that we've covered over the years. Just type the word solutions into the search box here on CorbettReport.com and you will come up with dozens and dozens and dozens of reports, literally hundreds of hours of media to talk about some of these things. And I'm not saying that these are all the ideas or the only ideas. Of course, there are many, many more, and I'm going to continue working on different ideas that we can use to try to combat the system, or perhaps more to the point, not combat the system, but grow up a new system to replace the old one, or the one that they want to bring in, because I think that's the only productive way that we can actually effectively counter what's going on right now. All right, so anyway, this just gives you a hint of a flavor of some of the material that I've worked on over the years on this subject. Once again, all of this at CorbettReport.com. I'll put a link to all of these individual episodes and videos in the show notes for this video in case you're interested. And I'm interested in your ideas and opinions, other solutions, other things that you want to see covered in the future. Please leave in the comment section. That's going to do it for today. James Corbett, CorbettReport.com. Thank you for listening.